Hello, my name is Dr. Marco Ferrucci. We're here at the Chiropractic Source in Caldwell, New Jersey, and this is Ruby, and she would like to share some of her experience before she came here, as well as during her experience here. So, Ruby, you may speak.
Hello. I'm hoping that by sharing some of my experiences, it will help someone to take the time and learn to be free from the bondage of pain, or how not to wait for pain to get help from the chiropractic source. I live in South Carolina. I came to New Jersey to visit my daughter and her family and my friends. I haven't been here in about 4 years. The reason I haven't been here in about 4 years is because I've been in constant pain and unable to walk any distances. I've not been able to stand for more than 5 or so minutes. After that, I either must sit or lean on something heavily, or I would fall. I have a high seat in my kitchen where I prepare my meals. I've been doing this for about 10 years, about 8 years or more. I have been to many doctors over the years. The last doctor was a back specialist, but I was given steroids and referrals to physical therapists. And I always cooperated with everyone who tried to help me, but I only received temporary relief. I learned to live with pain without showing it to anyone. However, the pain was causing me to push myself more and more into seclusion. Anyone who knows me or have been around me for just a little while knows that I'm not a loner. I was born with a friendly nature, but for the last 3 years or so, the pain in my back was altering my nature. My heart tolerance for pain was fading, and I started to prepare myself for death. This kind of pain was taking away my will to live, and besides that, my body was becoming very weak. I was lying down day and night. If I got up to go shopping, I would use the motor wheelchairs in the store to get around. Only God knew that I could not have taken this pain much longer. That I really had a strong desire to see my family, so I prepared my mind for a trip to New Jersey. When I boarded the plane in Myrtle Beach, I needed a wheelchair. When I arrived in New York and New Jersey, a wheelchair was waiting for me. At this point, I was still able to walk a little, but it was becoming extremely difficult. Christine, my daughter, knew that I was having problems walking, but none of them knew it was that serious. They had plans for me to go into the city, New York City, to see a Broadway show, and tickets for the Jacob Javits Center. They booked a really nice hotel for me for my comfort, to spend a few days in the city. All of their plans had to be canceled because I could barely walk. I was in pain. But on Saturday of that same week, I asked my daughter to take me out. We went to Clifton, New Jersey, where I first saw Dr. Marco. He was giving a demonstration. Christine stopped him and asked him to explain to her what subluxation was. That was the beginning of my great change. We made an appointment, and when Dr. Marco explained so many things we had never heard, I was convinced that I had found help. Dr. Marco started working with me. I became very comfortable with what he was helping me to understand. My back was in very, very poor condition. From the degeneration and all the stresses I never knew how to release. My body was trying to shut down completely. But my mind had new hope in the approach Dr. Marco was now introducing me to. As I sat and I listened, I had yet another concern. From my mouth down to my shoulder was becoming very numb. That started a few days before I came to see Dr. Marco. I don't know for sure what that was, because the pain in my back was getting 95% of my attention. But I tell you what, this is one thing I know for sure. I was losing my will to live. I know myself. I know that I have an extremely strong will. The best thing about my will is that from a child, I use my will to serve others. The life that I have lived speaks to that fact. My life has not been easy, but that's a story that might be of interest at another time. Now, with that being said, I know that I was directed by the Spirit of God to Dr. Marco to save my life. After a week of seeing Dr. Marco, Christine had to return to her work. Then my granddaughter Mia altered her schedule, and Sean cared for their baby Gregory. They worked together, getting me to and from the doctor 3 times a week. They did it faithfully and cheerfully. Along with Christine, they share a special place in my heart. For without them, this would not have been possible. I'm very grateful for the change, because the quality of my life have gone from being dependent upon others to do most things for me and to doing most things for myself now. And I am again losing the weight that I gained from lying down most of the time. Aside from just telling everyone about Dr. Marco and the chiropractic source, my humble prayer is that he realizes the great contribution he's making in the lives of the people who allow him to help them. I hope that he understands the gift of his profession, because understanding is a key that unlocks all doors. Walk in and allow faith with action to heal your body. A very grateful Ruby. Thank you, and I'm doing well. I saw my x-rays today, and the tears are dried, and I'm happy again. And I will be returning to South Carolina after being here 3 months. I've been in a chiropractic care with Dr. Marco for almost 3 months. And I will be returning to Sumter, South Carolina tomorrow. And I'm very emotional, but I'm happy just the same. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and that's incredible to hear. And if anybody wants any more information about the Chiropractic Source, you can check out our website at www.thechiropracticsource.com, or you can give us a phone call at 973-228-0500. Thank you very much.